Well, as we heard the mayor talk about earlier this week on this show, Friendship Park, reimagined, renovated, and back in action, and lots of people love to go there. And now, something that the city parks department does very well is, when it's not raining, is to bring yoga classes out to some of our waterfront grass areas. And now we've got free yoga classes coming to the growing selection of things to do there. So joining me, Dawn Clapp, certified power yoga teacher and studio manager at Hotspot Power Yoga; Bernard Sugar, former Marine and yoga instructor; and Garrett Callis, program manager with Jax Parks. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning.
I guess the big question is, this is like a, gee, why didn't I think of that? I mean, this is obviously a perfect marriage. We have all this stuff happening along the South Bank Riverwalk, the North Bank Riverwalk. Why not Friendship Fountain now with this reimagined, rebuilt system, right?
Yes.
So whose idea was it?
Well, originally it was mine. I was driving over the Main Street Bridge and saw the fountain, and I thought to myself, I need to teach yoga there. And started a conversation with Garrett, and it's just kind of built and grown from there.
And the backdrop of this pulsing, flowing fountain, it's got to be conducive to what you want people to do there, right?
Yes. Clear that mind and get busy.
Yeah, and you're a former Marine, so I'm sure keeping busy is part of the mantra, right?
Well, correction. There are no such thing
That's
as
right.
a former Marine.
I apologize, sir.
Yes.
I apologize. Now, this started June 6th already, so 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. People need to bring yoga mat, towel, water. Is it on the grassy area of the park? Is it on the concrete? Where's it being held?
It's kind of a blend of the space that we have out there. And so the first session of it was 6:30 to 7:30. We've actually shifted it back 30 minutes, 7 to 8 p.m. For this month. We just found it was so hot that it's Florida, it's summer, it's Jacksonville. So we're shifting back a little bit. We do have a little bit of the breeze giving us a nice mist from the fountain during the
You read my mind. I was thinking that's got to be a little hydration right there. But obviously it is hot, and we do have thunderstorms. A lot of the events that were being held on the lawn were being canceled because of thunderstorms coming through. But how's it been? Has it been successful? Has it worked?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first session that we held, honestly, we were expecting 50, 75 people. We ended up with 175 people.
175. And there's grass space. There's space for everybody.
There's plenty of space, and if you go out to the fountain, it's much bigger than you expect. And the goal is to eventually wrap the whole fountain with yoga participants. So just make a full perfect circle, everybody in cohesion, wrapping around it is the goal. So last time everybody kind of found their shade spot, and we filled out all the shade on one side, but the goal is to wrap the fountain.
Well, Dawn, obviously, I think of yoga, I think of being done on a mat in a quiet, beautifully lit little room somewhere with maybe a little incense going. What's it like to do it outside with a fountain blowing in the background?
Oh, it's just exciting. I definitely love to have my space in a studio and environment set and scene, but there's just something fun about taking it outside and being able to connect with the broader community and being able to be in nature, and also celebrating this thriving downtown that we are building.
And Bernard, as a Marine, active Marine, you certainly were doing your calisthenics
Yes.
and things, but how did you get into doing yoga as a way to maintain a body discipline?
Well, I'm a truck driver, and that's sitting a lot, eating bad food, and I kind of put on some weight, and I needed to figure out a way to get back in some kind of shape, and yoga was the way to do that.
And what do you love most about being outside versus maybe inside a room?
I'm an outside person just by character, so being outside and doing yoga is great. Inside is great also, but being outside, the air, the fresh air, the ability to just move like you want to move is conducive to being outside doing yoga.
And Garrett, why has there been a lot of Jax Parks yoga happening along the riverfront? Why?
Well, yoga is honestly, it's a very easy activation that is very popular and gets a lot of engagement. So when Dawn reached out about it, kind of what she said, like, why don't we do this at the fountain? I had the same thought of, why not? We've got this awesome space, and we can get people out there. People would enjoy it. And yoga is something that brings people together. They get active, and it's just an easy and fun activation that we can do in a lot of places. So,
Well, Hotspot Power Yoga partnered with Jax Parks. Free yoga classes the first Thursday of each month at Friendship Fountain. First class July 11th, correct? Now at 7 p.m., free all-level yoga classes, and then you get the laser light show at 8 o'clock. So
Yes.
you want to wrap up for that. So check Jax Parks for that information and much more. I want to thank all of you for being part of this and getting people to get active and get out. I haven't been there yet. I need to.
Yes,
I need to see it. I know the history.
Come on
of that
out.
park.
We'll save a spot for you.
Yeah, we'll see how what this old guy has to say about that. Well, I thank you very much for being here, Dawn, Bernard, everybody here